How pleased are you to be here as the manager of East Kilbride?
I'm delighted. The opportunity to come up for first was made aware of it maybe 6 to 8 weeks ago. And I looked at the club in general and what they are and where it could be. I was really excited about everything about it. And right from the first meeting I had with the guys that own it, I knew it was a perfect fit for me. And I can't wait to get started.
Terrific. What was it in particular that first attracted you to East Kilbride in the Lowland League, coming from your previous experience in SPFL?
Well, the Lowland League never kind of bothered me. I never thought twice of that. I looked at where they are and where they could be, and it was where they could be. It was a driving factor. And when you see you hear how ambitious the guys are and where they want to take this club, I'd love to be part of that and love to be able to help them on their journey. But there's a lot of hard work. There's a long way to go before they get where they want to be. But the foundations are here. Everything's here to take the club forward. And hopefully I can be a part of that.
What are your immediate priorities and what do you hope to achieve in the first stages of the role at what is clearly a very challenging time?
Well, it's a challenging time, you're right, and it's probably different to another year. But my priority is now is that it's been announced, the hard work starts, but I need to be fair to all the players that's currently here. I'll need to speak to them all individually, do some work on research on that, because they're the priority for me. After that, the recruitment was actually started. We've started talking to people. We've started looking at what we need to move the club forward. So it'll be really a busy time. But certainly the players that's been here, that's my focus on. I need to speak to them, and see where they are. And after that, we'll start looking at the recruitment side.
And in terms of the longer term ambitions, what are your real long term ambitions at this football club?
The ambitions of this club is it's the world's of oysters, as they say. This club can go as far as it wants to go. That it's comfortably this club can get to the championship. We've spoke about that. But we understand to get there's a lot of hurdles on its way. To get long term, you've got to get short term success. And all my focus on this year is getting the season started. And that'll be getting the team ready and challenging at the top end of the league. And hopefully get out of the league at the first attempt if we can. It'll be difficult. There's good teams there. You've seen that with Kelty Hearts, they ran away with it. BSC a good run in the Scottish Cup, so there's a lot of scope in the league now that's getting better. There's good talent here, so it'll not be easy, but we're up for the challenge. We know what we need to do. We're hopefully going to achieve that.
And you mentioned there the existing squad. How much have you seen of the squad from last season before the COVID crisis and the lockdown, and how familiar are you with the current squad?
Well, it's difficult with the lockdown when it all happened. When the job became available, things were wrong a couple of weeks after that, the whole world came at a standstill. So it's difficult to see live footage, but there's great ways you can go and watch football now. Obviously, the guys here that do the TV, you can look back and see the games on that. So yeah, there are different ways we can go and do that. But, I know a couple of players, obviously Sean Winter and Craig Malcolm. I worked with them. They were great for me at my spell at Stranraer. Really good people, and I know really how what East Kilbride means to them. They're desperate for this club to do well, and I'm sure they want to be a part of it. But that long process we'll put in place now. We'll go and look at teams, the videos. We'll go and look at players, and really try and move this forward.
And in terms of your external recruitment, do you have any players in mind, and how soon could we start to see some new faces at the club for next season?
Well, I've got an idea to what players I like to bring in. I've got an idea, I know where I want to take the club. And to do that, recruitment's got to be the biggest driver. That's the biggest factor. I need to make sure we recruit the right players. For the years at Stranraer and Dumbarton, we always recruited the right players at the right time. But it's difficult. Football and the whole world's in a difficult place just now. It's when it's going to start back. You need to take all the factors into it. But certainly the conversations I had with players, and obviously I can't give names. I'm sure you understand that. But they're excited to what I said to them. And I'm hopeful within the next week or so I can start getting some new faces through the door.
And what do you see as the major challenges in getting this club promoted to the SPFL?
The biggest one, obviously, first of all, you need to go and try and win the league. That's the first protocol, because if you don't win the league, then you'll not get the opportunity to go and do that. If you can go and win a league, then you get the opportunity at the playoffs, which I don't think is fair. And I think everybody spoke about that how can you win a league and then you've still got playoff games to play to try and achieve where you want to go and be. But look, that's put in place. We understand that, but we're totally focused on what we're going to do. We're totally focused where we want to go and be. We're desperate to get going. I wish I could start training this week. I'm desperate to players in. Ian's the same. My brother coming from Stranraer as well. We're just desperate to get going. Unfortunately, we don't know what it's going to go and be. But we're under no illusions. The guys are desperate for this club to go forward. We're desperate to take it forward. It will be hard work. As I said, Lowland's got a lot of good teams in it, a lot of strong teams in it. But we'll make sure we're competitive, and we want to be the best. That's the focus here. And I'm sure the other teams will say the same. But that's what we're going to try and achieve. And we're going to work hard to get it.
looking slightly ahead towards the stadium plans that you've had a look at, and you've had a look at since you came through the door. How big a part do you think that would play in moving the club forward with your ambitions?
It'd be huge, yeah. You know, I spent my last 3 seasons in the Championship with Dumbarton, and you see how a part-time team can go and compete with all the big clubs. You know, they've all felt into Hearts now going to go into Hibs, and you're competing against them. This club can go and comfortably go and do that, but it's going to need that behind them. So as I said to you before, that this club can go as far as it wants to go. The plans that when I seen them, I couldn't believe it. You know, they took me back. I'm thinking, and it's serious plans. It's not like kind of pie in the sky stuff, and people say that's what we're going to go and do, and never happens. You know, I've heard that before with clubs over the years. We're going to put that in place. That's what happened. This will happen. This will go in place. Hopefully, I'm going to be a part of that. Hopefully success, we're all going to be a part of it, you know, and I said, but we need to make sure it's one step at a time. You know, the old saying is you need to walk before you can run. We can't get ahead of ourselves. You know, we want the stadium to get built this year. They could probably do it, you know, but we want to make sure, let's get the team recruitment first, let's get competitive in the league, let's get East Kilbride up to the top where they should be. You know, last year where they were probably wasn't good enough, you know, and they know that, but it's up to me now to put that right.
Coming from the Championship and into the World League, have you been surprised at how busy your phone's been in the last 24 hours since this was announced?
It has. I think about maybe 16 months when I lost my job at Dumbarton, you know, and so obviously at the start they get the initial kind of people want to phone you and we wish you the best, and then it went quiet. You know, and I was on a golf course yesterday and it kind of broke that it was going to go out to the media, you know, and the phone was red hot. You know, it's back to where I want it to be, and that's what I want. You know, it was non-stop. You know, still to get back to people. You know, but I'm excited. You know, and you can probably see in my face that I can't wait to get going. I want to get new players in. You know, I want to get back training. You know, and really, and he's the same. You know, and my brother's the same. The management team behind me. You know, I've worked with him before, and my brother obviously, you know him really well. But his coaching level and what he's achieved at Stranraer was right for me even now to bring him in part of my team, you know, and we're all excited. We just can't wait to get going.